Guys, throughout the years, we have brought you guys to many parks, and it's become tradition to show you some of the locations that we end up staying at while visiting all these different parks. Today, we are visiting Carowinds for the opening of their Winterfest, and we're staying conveniently at the SpringHill Suites by Marriott, also Carowinds owned. We're going to take you through the hotel. It's a very nice hotel, and for a great price, show you everything that it has to offer. It's fairly new as well, and at the end, we'll give you a room review and let you know whether or not we thought it was worth it to stay here. I gotta say, there's a lot of perks to it, but let's get to it. Now we're standing just in front of the hotel, and the first perk is how conveniently located it is to the park. Check it out. Boom. And as you could imagine, some of the rooms will have a park view as well. So if you get yourself one of those rooms, you'll be lucky. I did not today, but still, the rooms are very nice. And you also have your own walking path to Carowinds down this way. And before we head into the hotel, again, right across from Carowinds, check out Fury right there in the distance, as well as Intimidator. We take a quick look at the hotel and some of the exterior amenities. As you can see, today is not a busy day at the hotel, so the rates were actually great. I've seen the rates vary anywhere from like $70 up to $250, depending on the time of year and the time that you decide to book, how much like advance notice you give them. But in addition to that, this hotel itself is actually a very aesthetically pleasing hotel. It's very nice looking and very accommodating parking if you're deciding to come here for Carowinds. And we make our way in. Let's check out what it has to offer inside. Oh, and as you can see, very accommodating like foyer with these caddies in case you have a lot of luggage that you're bringing in. All right, so we just made it in and we went right, and we have a very cool, accommodating and hip, I would say, lobby. The entrance that we just came in is right over here. This is the check-in desk, and there's a little spot over here to get yourself like treats or wine or anything, but check it out. It's all very nice and modern. They also do have in the morning time their breakfast buffet, which is complimentary right over here in this area. And I was mentioning this little nook over here, so if you forgot any of your items, you do have a couple things that you could get yourself: headache medicine, if you're gonna do laundry, also a microwave for any items that you need to microwave, some wine if you're looking at having a good night, and some snacks. Other beverages over here as well. And I also don't want to forget to mention, if you're looking at getting yourself a libation, they do have a bar here in the lobby as well, which is open from 5 to midnight. And right over here in the back is where you'll have your breakfast buffet. There's also a really nice outside patio area that we'll make it to in just a moment. But I'm impressed with this hotel so far. It's very nice. And we continue our way through the hotel and we run into our first sign. We got elevators, a fitness center, a pool, which I didn't expect, but also a gym, which is what I would love in a hotel. Meeting rooms, restrooms, a bunch of different amenities that we'll be taking a look at shortly. All right, and the sign that we were just looking at is right back here, but we stop at the business center. It's just one computer, but I gotta say, this is a very beautiful and modern hotel. I'm impressed so far. That lobby area is very amazing and accommodating. If you're looking at doing something like myself, editing throughout the day, there's a lot of outlets, a lot of tables that you can sit, relax, put your headphones on and really enjoy it. Or, as you'll see at the end of the video when we do the actual room tour, there's a lot of accommodating space in there as well. But if you didn't bring a computer, the business center here, they have one computer as well as a printer just ahead of me here. And I'm assuming the meeting room needs to be reserved, but as you can see, a nice accommodating table there for maybe about like 10 people. They have a TV, a whiteboard, and I'm sure if you book it in advance, I'm not sure if it's at an additional fee, you could have a pretty accommodating and nice calm meeting in here. And down this way is the rooms. We're actually in a room on the first floor down this way, but we come to a junction in the hotel, which is the first area of like a crossroads where you could go outside to the patio, make your way up the elevator, or you could also use one of the restrooms here. They also have laundry, by the way, if you want to do your laundry while you're on vacation. I do that sometimes. A cool accommodating TV with some weather info, and here is the gym. Let's hope nobody's in there. I don't want to bother anybody, but bam. Not huge, but has all the essentials. Get your cardio in, get your weightlifting in, got free weights, a bench, and a nice mirror to check out your guns while you're working out. And we're about to go check out the patio and pool area, but if you're needing to get some cash, they do have a ATM machine right next to the entrance of the gym. Now, I will remind you, a lot of the parks have gone cashless, so I'm not sure exactly what you'll need cash for, maybe to purchase something in the little concession stand up front, but you shouldn't really need it. And we make it outside. What a beautiful space. Obviously, the pool is currently closed because of the time of year that it is. It's technically the winter time, but it's actually a very nice day. So if it wasn't for the fact that pools close seasonally here, that would be a nice pool, kind of like if you were in Miami where they're open all year round. But behind us, you have a nice view of the park from here. The hotel is right behind me, and some additional seating area over here. Let's take a quick look. And here's the seating area with the umbrellas and nice seats that we were just looking at. And then over here, under this pergola, just an FYI, this is the gym right here. You can't see too well because of the glare, but if you're doing your cardio, you'll have a nice view of the pool as you run. And then over here under the pergola, you have some additional seating area. The lobby is just behind this glass, so you could actually exit from the lobby to this area. And we have a nice little seating area with a fireplace as the weather cools down in this area. Like I said, today is not cold, but later on in the evening it may be. And if you're enjoying a drink at the bar from 5 to 12, this may be a nice area to step out and kind of cool down with that amazing backdrop of the park. And here's another look at the parking area. Just wanted to point out the fact that it is a gated parking, so nice and secure. Should have some security going through it, and it also secures that you'll have a parking spot. But as you can see, not many people staying at the hotel today. All right, and that kind of does it for the amenities here on the first floor, but that brings us to our room review that we're about to get to in just a moment. But I wanted to let you know, as soon as I walked into the room, my first impression was, whoa, this is value for your buck. Obviously, I paid a little bit less. I'm coming during a time that's not too busy. I'm sure in the summertime it can be a little bit more expensive to stay here, but the benefits do outweigh some of the neighboring hotels. One of the great things about Carowinds is that there is a lot of budget-friendly hotels, but if you want to stay in something a little bit more upscale, not too expensive like staying at a Universal Resort necessarily, this is comparable to Universal Resort without paying that Universal Resort price. Obviously, Carowinds is not Universal, but Carowinds is an amazing park to come visit, and if you're coming to visit, this is a way of doing it up a little bit for your trip to the park. All right, and as we make our way back to check out the room, I do want to just re-emphasize doing it up on your park vacations. I love to plan in advance, and doing the right hotel, although you could save a lot of money by not staying at an expensive hotel, the right hotel can increase the enjoyment and the immersion that you have when you're on vacation at some of these parks. And here we are. Our room is 114. Let's make it in. And check this out, guys. Tell me this isn't accommodating and cool. This is almost like livable. Like, this is what you would set up your condo like, almost. You're welcomed by this nice, beautiful seating area with a desk, which obviously we have set up for editing. And also, right over here, a little bar for coffee, as well as you have your ice bucket if you decide to get yourself some of the beers or alcohol up front or bring some of your own. It looks like we also have 2 complimentary waters, but wow, that was my first impression when I walked through here was wow. And a closer look at the little desk over here, very accommodating and a good space with a nice comfortable chair. We already sat in here, nice leather cushy chair, but you have all of your wall outlets that you need to power your computer and any other devices while you're here. You have a nice accommodating, probably like a 43-inch TV. We haven't tried the Watch TV, so I'm not sure what channels are included. But another thing that I like here, aside from the really nice bed with also some accommodating outlets right next to it, is this right here. Check it out. The toilet and the shower have a partition. They're in different rooms right next to each other, but that means that if somebody's taking a shower and you need to use the restroom, you could easily do it without interrupting somebody in the shower or leaving a stinky poop smell. And the bathroom has a nice, like, kind of like frosted glass door for some privacy, which you may need if you're here with others, friends, family. But it is a kind of small restroom, but they do what they can with it. Very accommodating space as far as like if you needed to sit down. They did the best with this pedestal like corner sink, as well as these two mirrors kind of cornered, and here we are. Hello everybody. As you can see, we've already have our stuff out, our accoutrements, but I do love it. It's very nice. And then over here, again, you have a door for privacy. You have the shower and another sink for the morning. So that other sink is more for just washing your hands. Actually, I should move my toothbrush and stuff over here. I didn't even notice this earlier when we first checked in. And check out the shower. These beautiful glass doors. You got your towels. You got already fixed in shampoo, body wash. Very nice. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with this hotel. At the price that I got it for today, this is a steal of a deal. And here we are again. We got our red on today because it is the opening of Winterfest. We'll be at Carowinds for the opening. So that's the reason why we're here today. But I decided, let's go ahead and do this hotel review. But this is the storage with a nice mirror to check out your gear. Check it out. A nice little wardrobe here. Has two doors. You got your iron hangers and some extra bed stuff if you need some. And plenty of space here. You could also have the rack for your luggage. And although we don't have the most amazing view, if we lift the curtains, you'll see the park is right there, as well as the pool. So not the worst view. You don't need a top floor view to see the park. This is actually fairly nice, but also the parking lot. And another thing to point out is this is very nice. They added this like shelving above the AC unit here so that you have extra storage if you wanted to place some luggage, and this area was already filled. So very smart. But once again, a nice little view of the park that I was not expecting. I honestly didn't even know that we had a park view, but check it out. And that, guys, is the Carowinds SpringHill Suites by Marriott, just across from Carowinds. Super awesome hotel. I honestly would tell you that for the right price, I may not pay $250 to stay here, but if it's anything $150 and below that, which it was well below that for this day, I would say hands down. Some of the neighboring hotels like the Comfort Inn is around $120 tonight, and that is nowhere near comparable to this hotel. That one's a little bit like ran down, and so are the other like budget hotels around here. You could get yourself a real cheap hotel, but you get what you pay for. And here, you definitely get a little bit more than you pay for. A lot of bang for your buck at the SpringHill Suites by Marriott here at Carowinds. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for this little hotel review. And I hope you guys check out the other hotel reviews we've done. We've been at Daytona Beach, all the resorts at Universal Studios, and now we're adding Carowinds and many more to come. I hope you enjoyed once again coming along for this little review. I enjoyed bringing you guys along. I'll see you guys on the next one, and the next one will be Winterfest over at Carowinds, which is what we're here for. But up till then, don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?